The following program is a part of Black Squirrel Entertainment.
What children's cartoon characters are expecting?
And what former president almost appeared in Severance?
Making Kent feel like Hollywood, this is The Blurb. Well, welcome back. I'm your suit and tie, Rocco Grassi.
And I'm your corset, vest, and bow tie, Nick Keller.
I love this new intro. I'm here for it.
Even though we're kind of swapped.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's fine.
You know,
it makes
that's
sense.
fine.
It's fine.
It's just throwing me off seeing with the beard again. But so let's just jump right in. The 2025 Brit Awards took place over the weekend and had a slew of notable wins throughout the night. Some of the winners include Charlie XCX taking home 5 awards, including Artist, Song, and Album of the Year for Bratz. Best New Artist going to Last Dinner Party, and Chaperone taking home Best International Artist and Best International Song with Good Luck Babe, where she went on to dedicate her Brit Award to trans artists, drag queens, fashion students, sex workers, and Sinead O'Connor. One notable conversation of the night was Sabrina Carpenter's performance, where she performed a portion of her hit songs Bedcam and Espresso, both of which are rich with innuendos in her lyrics. The pop star did not hold back with her wardrobe either, as she donned a red lingerie outfit and performed her typical seductive dance moves on men dressed up as royal British guards.
Can you imagine if she did that dressed as like British royalty or something?
I could not even imagine Twitter.
Yeah, that's true. British people are going to throw beans and toast at her when they see her.
That's insane.
Well, DreamWorks Animation has released a teaser for the long-awaited 4th sequel to the beloved Shrek franchise. The teaser shows a modernly animated Shrek, Donkey, and Fiona played by their original actors. The teaser also came with a surprise cast announcement. Zendaya will be playing Shrek and Fiona's daughter, who was also showcased in the teaser. The teaser, while having mostly positive reactions, was also met with some harsh criticisms about the designs of the iconic characters. Many online are campaigning to have them changed by posting, "Not my Shrek." Even the official Sonic the Hedgehog account commented by telling DreamWorks that redesigning an animation to better fit the audience leads to success. As you may remember, Paramount did this with the original movie Sonic design. Criticisms aside, I will be watching.
I saw a video that just moved Shrek's eyes out, and it looked like how it originally was.
Yeah,
So-
I think a lot of the complaints also stem from, animation has improved insanely.
Yeah, no,
So-
I agree. I'm also very excited to see Donkey's kids and how they age them.
That's true.
So,
That's true.
Yeah, well, speaking of notable children's shows, Peppa Pig, the puddle-loving character from the popular children's show Peppa Pig, is getting a new sibling soon. It was announced during a special segment on Good Morning Britain by Peppa Pig's mother, Mummy Pig, who is voiced by actress Morwenna Banks. The wholesome show centers around Peppa Pig's stories of Mummy Pig, Daddy Pig, and younger brother George, whose most treasured possession is his toy dinosaur. Quote, "I'm excited to share that our family is getting even bigger because we're having another baby. I'm due in the summer and we're all so excited," she said, holding up a sonogram of the piglet. "Every day they ask me, how big is the baby? When is it coming? Does it like dinosaurs in muddy puddles? It never stops," said Mummy Pig. Her pregnancy will be featured in the final episode of the season that is currently running in the UK on March 30th, which coincides with Mother's Day. Mummy Pig's exact due date isn't clear, but viewers can expect to see the baby on screen in 2025. No name has been picked out yet for the little one.
I think that's a really good way to introduce young children to pregnancy. And
I'm glad that we've had these conversations of more deeper topics over the
yeah,
last couple years.
Bluey really set the precedent.
Yes,
for
I
it, think.
agree for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Severance fans, if you've been following the release of the new season, you probably know that Keanu Reeves has an uncredited voice role in Severance, narrating Lumen's puppet propaganda video that the Innies watched in the first episode of Season 2. But the part was originally offered to someone else. Ben Stiller revealed on Jimmy Kimmel Live Monday night, quote, "There was one person that I asked before Keanu Reeves, and he said no. President Barack Obama," end quote. Stiller, the executive producer and director of Severance, said he sent the offer to the former president via a friend who knows Obama's lawyer. So, Stiller composed an email to him describing the request. Stiller then said, quote, "I get an email back from President Barack Obama," end quote. Obama told Stiller, "Hey Ben, big fan of the show. Love Season 1, can't wait for Season 2. Don't think I have time in my schedule to make this happen."
See, I didn't clock that Keanu Reeves voiced him upon first watch.
I caught it right off the bat.
If it was Obama, I feel like I would have known second one. He just has that distinctive voice.
Let me be here.
Let me be here. Well, more than 1,000 musicians have come together to release the Is This What We Want, an album protesting the UK government's proposed changes to copyright law. In late 2024, the UK government proposed changing copyright law to allow artificial intelligence companies to build their products using other people's works, copyrighted works that is, including music, artworks, texts, and more, without a license. The musicians on this album came together to protest this, and the album consists of recordings of empty studios and performance spaces, representing the impact they expect the government's proposals would have on musicians' livelihoods. Some notable artists include Kate Bush, Cat Stevens, Hans Zimmer, Pet Shop Boys, and plenty more. All profits from the album are being donated to the charity Help Musicians.
I think that's really important to do. It's almost like a modern day We Are the World.
Yeah,
to me is what that feels like.
Yeah, it's very refreshing hearing international artists talk about the issues that I think a lot of United States artists have mentioned.
Oh yeah,
So,
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, Disney has axed a series meant for Disney Plus called Tiana, spun off from its 2009 animated film The Princess and the Frog, one that would have featured the return of the original film's voice actress Annika Noni Rose. The series was announced back in 2020, has been in development since, and has gone through several different creative teams, but the production costs to make it work were too great to continue. The loss of Tiana is not just indicative of just one project. It's part of a larger change of thinking at Disney around long-form animated content intended for streaming. In addition to Tiana, an untitled, unannounced animated feature film meant for Disney Plus is also being shelved. Pixar also recently made news that it wouldn't be prioritizing any more longer-form streaming series for Disney Plus, like Dream Productions or the just-released Win or Lose. Moana 2 also originated as a Disney Plus series before it was converted into a feature film.
I remember talking about the Wile E. Coyote versus Acme scrapping movie. That was one of my first stories here.
I hate when studios do that.
It's so annoying to see that nothing has changed and we're still scrapping stuff like that.
Completed projects, they just throw it out.
It's unreasonable.
Yeah. Well, get your fedoras and whips ready, because after the break, we're talking all of things Harrison Ford.
Hey y'all, we have another Behind the Blurb today. The only show where you see me shave. Which is okay, because today Behind the Blurb, we have a cast member who happened to grow a beard as I shaved my beard. Who knew? So please welcome Michael Burrows.
Yes, oh my gosh, wow.
Dude.
Coleman, you shaved or something.
Yeah, I did shave or something, and you anti-shaved or something.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. Like opposite day.
It's opposite day.
Yeah.
It's just opposite day here on the Blurb, folks. That's just what this has turned into.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, by the way, I love the shoes. I love the shoes. Where'd you get them?
I got them from Dick's.
Yeah, I like the texture on the back.
I know. I asked the lady working there if they were like goofy or something, and she's like, no, they're fine. I kind of like them, and I was like, oh, thank you. And also they're blue. That's my favorite color. So.
Blurb blue.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, now that you're here, you're going to get the nice old Behind the Blurb treatment and be asked some beautiful questions here. So, you've been on the Blurb for a little bit now. This is your second semester on the Blurb. So I want to ask, what made you want to be a part of it?
Well, I heard it was like a talk show, and I just auditioned. I wanted to get into something, how I learned about it was the grab bag flyer, and then through that I came over to Franklin, and there was a lot of other shows that I didn't even hear of. So I auditioned for grab bag and the Blurb, and I got into both, luckily enough, which was very, very exciting. So yeah, I mean that's basically what happened. That's what happened,
So so basically, so what you're saying is you canonically found out about the Blurb because of grab bag. So what you're saying is the Blurb and grab bag are canonically a part of the same universe.
Canonically, yes.
So there's always a Blurb discussion happening during a grab bag sketch.
Precisely.
Folks, make sure you tune into Grab Bag Thursdays at 9 p.m., by the way.
Please. They do a lot of hard work there.
They do.
They do.
In fact, do a lot of hard work there. You can catch more of both of us there, too. Enough of a plug being out of the way. Honing in a little more on the Blurb, I wanted to ask you, what has been your favorite moment across the show?
Favorite moment had to be at the end of last semester when we all had to put something into a little time memory box. I don't know what it's called.
Time capsule?
Yes, time capsule, yeah. I put my Sonic Movie 2 ticket into there because...
You did?
Man, I love Sonic, man. And so that's what I did, Yeah.
You did. Have you played Shadow Generations?
I have played. I beat it in like a week. It's
Dude,
really
like-
good.
like, dude, I haven't gotten it yet because I haven't had the time to, but I need to.
It's pretty good. You should try it.
I need to. I digitally downloaded Sonic Generations on the Xbox 360 a few years ago because I wanted to play it so badly.
It's a great time.
It is an absolutely great time.
It
and
is.
I just really, really want to play it again. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I'll get to play it with Shadow Generations, that's for sure. Sonic Movie 3 tickets go on sale in the week.
Don't get me started. I'm actually hyped. Okay, they're bringing back Gerald, which if you didn't know,
We're bringing back Gerald.
they are, and that's Dr. Eggman's grandfather. Okay, the lore goes a little stupid. Okay, a little crazy, but he's alive in the movie for some reason.
Yeah, he
But
is
I guess we'll
alive.
see what happens. I
Yeah.
guess we'll see. But Shadow, I'm so excited to see that little girl get shot. I'm so excited, literally. Like, I don't care. Like, I know it's so like overused. It's just, but it's true. I will be happy. Like, I'll be excited. I love Shadow. He's probably like my top. He's like my favorite. Anyway, enough about Sonic the dang hedgehog.
Michael Burrows, everybody. We'll be right back for more programming.
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? Harrison Ford is one of the highest grossing and longest working actors alive today. And the one thing we have in common is our admiration for him. So buckle up and get off my plane because we're talking all about our favorite man in Hollywood, his accomplishments, and his iconic acting roles that will forever cement him as one of the Hollywood greats.
I'm curious about everyone's first like real experience with Harrison Ford.
Mine was Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Also Star Wars.
See, I never like properly watched Star Wars personally. So
No kidding.
yeah, I know. No, yeah. I mean, I watched when I was like very young, but I don't remember much of it. So my first proper exposure to Harrison Ford was actually through Shrinking.
Oh.
Of like from what I
Yeah,
remember,
love
I saw like
Shrinking.
Indiana Jones clips here and there, but
He hates Star Wars anyway.
Yeah.
He hates talking about it.
Yeah.
Like, it's...
I
he
loved
hates it
Indiana
anyway.
And I feel like that's like the funniest thing too.
Yeah.
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 I agree.
Like the one role that got him like really famous and he hates it because he didn't want to come back for the sequels. and then
It's
they made
kind
it.
of like it's got the same vibes as like Radiohead never wanting to talk about Creep
Yeah.
That's real.
True.
because it's all everyone talks about.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, just a couple fun facts that I found about Harrison Ford. He's the son of a Russian Jewish immigrant and a Catholic Irishman.
Wow.
Really?
Which is pretty crazy. I wonder what that household was like. He is a self-taught carpenter
Sounds very
who he taught himself that to care for his wife and sons when he wasn't really getting like the big roles in movies.
Aw.
Because he got like smaller roles in like westerns and stuff in like the
Yeah,
60s
yeah.
and 70s. He's a licensed pilot.
What?
What?
Yeah, and he survived 2 plane crashes.
Okay, Tom Cruise
Huh?
2.0.
Yep.
Was it like him flying or was it like?
No, he can fly.
Well,
No,
yeah, but
like
like
the
the plane
plane
crashes.
I think it was. I think one of them was him flying, and another one was one of them was a helicopter.
Oh wow.
Okay, so a plane crash and a helicopter crash.
Oof.
Yes.
That's insane.
He's done extensive environmental work. We love to see that. He's literally also done archaeology work, so he's literally Indiana Jones.
To the max.
He is also a producer for films like Cloverfield, Mission Impossible, Rogue Nation, and Star Trek Beyond, I think it was.
Wow.
I love that movie. It was
He's
like the
won
first-
Golden Globes, People's Choice, Critics' Choice, and Saturn's, but he hasn't won a single Oscar in his entire 82 years.
Which is crazy.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Which is
That's
wild.
Wild.
He was nominated for one for his film Witness.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got it. That's why I watched
Yeah.
this. Okay.
So I want to ask you guys, what do we love about Harrison Ford so much? Apart from him being one of the sexiest men alive.
Oh man, I don't know. Again, my exposure from him is Shrinking. Obviously, Indiana Jones also was a part of my childhood, roughly. So it's like that was a small part of it. But I don't know. I really liked how he played his characters. I think.
I think he's a very charming, personable person too, like
Yeah.
outside of film like roles and stuff.
as
'cause-
long as you don't bring up Star Wars.
yeah,
Exactly.
But he loves Indiana Jones.
Well, yeah, because there was that one
Because
clip
when
where
they
he
came
was
out,
at
the
a
new,
con.
he was so excited when the new one came out a couple years ago. He was
Yeah.
so excited, and it was like, as long as he's happy, I'm happy, even
Yeah.
if the movie's bad. Like, what about you? Do you?
Just I don't know too much about Indiana Jones, and I am gonna bring up Star Wars.
Yes.
Well, it's fine. He's not here, so he can't get. mad at
Actually,
you.
he's in the room. Come on out, Harrison.
no.
No,
You guys
but,
can't see him though. Sorry.
but
no.
when Star Wars obviously first came out, they had 4 originally because I don't think they didn't know about the series they were gonna make out of it. It was just gonna be like Luke Skywalker, Jedi Master, and then they go to prequels, which obviously Han's not in those, and then off screen gets with Leia, has Kylo Ren, and then all of a sudden they come to the Rey series and immediately.
That's because he didn't want to be part of it anymore.
Oh,
He got his wish in the end.
expiring contract.
Well, no, not expiring. He just told them he literally
like,
told
"I'm tired of this."
No,
Kill
he
him.
literally told the producers, kill me off.
Oof.
I'm not even kidding you. He was so done with Star Wars. He did not want to come back.
Mega oof.
I am a little curious if I could ask. I don't
Kinda
know.
gotta respect it. Sorry. Go
Yeah, no, please.
I was just saying I kind of got to respect the kill me off.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I do want to ask. I don't know. Obviously, we can't talk spoilers too heavily, but has anyone seen the new Captain America movie? The Harrison Ford's
Peter
part?
and I
Yes,
have.
we have.
How do you guys feel about his performance? How do you guys feel about it? Like anything?
And I'm going to tell you this. I liked the new Captain America movie quite a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Me too.
I think it's kind of underhated right now, for reasons that I think that we all know, but I'm not going to say on air. Harrison Ford, though, is so ridiculously good in the movie.
Okay.
It's insane.
I think when it's outside of things like Star Wars, he really he puts his all into his characters.
Yeah.
He put his all into Star Wars. Too.
You saw it too. What'd you think about him and Brave New
I
World?
really liked his role as Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, and I love how he had fun with it. And like you said, as long as he's happy, I'm happy.
Yeah, he had a lot of fun with Captain America. You can tell. Yeah. I haven't seen Shrinking.
Ah,
Really good.
I have a personal bias because I'm a psychology major, but like, I don't know. I think it's a really beautifully done show, and I think Harrison Ford's character, because he's the grumpy old therapist that works with the other
Yeah.
ones, that it's like I think he really adds a lot of like depth to the storyline. And I loved his performances in it because I don't know. I'll say it, I've cried a couple of times watching Shrinking, and it's like I think he's. Just,
I heard it's so good. I need to watch
it
it.
is worth the watch. I really love it.
It just
You've
hit me
seen it
why
too,
it's called
haven't you?
that.
Yes, I have. And he is my favorite character by far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Laz? I'm sorry.
Oh, I just said it just hit me why the show is, or the movie show is called that.
Because they're shrinks.
Yeah, that it hit me. And I was like, oh.
Oh, I just realized that now.
He was in The Secret Life of Pets too.
Yes.
Wait, what?
He was. He was the old man dog that,
Oh,
That-
the wheelchair. Not,
No,
not the
no,
wheelchair
no, no,
itself,
no.
but like.
like the wolf dog that they meet, like at
Oh.
the farmhouse.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's
that guy.
honestly that's his best role. I think he ate with. I think he killed it.
Yeah. With Harrison Ford, I watched Indiana Jones at a very young age, and it just set the tone. It was like Harrison Ford is that guy. He's that guy. He's the action star.
Yeah.
I love him a lot. As much as he hates Star Wars, he made Star Wars even better. I think because Han Solo is such a good character.
He's like that's who I think of when I think of Star Wars.
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah.
Like Luke Skywalker, sure, but like
Yeah.
Han Solo,
Han frickin' Solo.
so true.
Yeah.
You guys said that he
first.
was in the new Spider-Man movie. What role did he play there?
What movie was it?
The new Spider-Man you guys were talking about.
Captain America.
That's what.
Okay.
Oh my God! I words.
No, he was President Ross,
Oh.
which it was played by a different actor before, but he passed away and he ended up getting recast. as
Oh,
Harrison Ford.
really?
Yeah, it was John Hurt.
Oh.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know the name, but I feel like I'd know it if I would know it if I saw it. But I said it. I meant him.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead and laugh it up, Fuzzball, because after the break, we're going to be talking about the biggest night in Hollywood, the Oscars.
We all love award seasons such as the Golden Globes, SAG Awards, Emmys, but one award season that has us moviegoers at the Blurb love is none other than the Oscars. The 97th annual Oscars Awards ceremony was held on Sunday, and there was a lot of good and a bit of bad. Totally not looking at you, Amelia Perez. So enough of me yapping. Let's talk about the Oscars. How are you feeling, guys?
I felt mostly good except for like one specific thing. Where you were there, I let out like a primal scream.
I was there. I witnessed.
Which it was Zoe Saldana winning Best Supporting Actress. I think she should have won an Oscar, but it shouldn't have been for that movie.
I agree.
I thought she deserved it for Avatar, honestly.
Sam, it's great to have you here again.
Yeah.
thank
Oh yeah, Sam's back, guys.
Hi, I'm busy with classes. I really liked it. I think Conan is a way better host than Jimmy Kimmel.
I agree.
I think
Agreed.
that the writing staff he brought in did a really good job. Ben Stiller's part, I think, was the funniest. What were your thoughts?
Oh, before I start, I want to say I like what I wear because I'm a good person. And before I leave, let me just say, Chalamet! Sorry,
Adam
I
Sandler.
love that bit
Adam
so much.
Chalamet!
I'm wearing a hoodie, and Adam Sandler,
I
is
see.
wearing a hoodie
very
in the
fitting.
Oscars too, so I just have to get
It's
that
really
out.
funny.
Fun fact, dissing Drake is now halfway towards an EGOT.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
That's true.
I want to talk about the elephant in the room, which is Anora winning Best Picture. How do we feel?
I don't like it.
I haven't seen it.
I think that the only good part of Anora, or there's two good parts. The middle part where that guy's having the worst night of his life, trying to find Yuri or whatever his name was, and then the ending. I don't like Sean Baker as a director or writer. I do think Mikey Madison gave a very good performance, and I think that this is really good to give her a great start to her career, like a jump to stardom. She was in Scream movies or whatever,
Yeah.
but I don't think she should have gotten Best Actress. I think Best Actress should have gone to Demi Moore for The Substance.
I agree with
Yeah.
that. I love The Substance, to be honest.
I did too.
I think it should have won Best Screenplay, Original Screenplay too. But I think what it got, which is Best Makeup and Hair, is also a really good start for the film. But I feel like it got robbed for many of the things.
It's historically noted that horror does not do well with the
Yeah.
Oscars.
It's true.
Yeah.
But it got nominated.
Just ask Nosferatu.
And it's Demi Moore.
Well, Nosferatu won stuff.
Yeah.
Horror is great.
I love
I wish it
Conclave.
won more.
Any Conclave heads in
I was
here?
a
Did
Conclave
Conclave win
head.
any awards? I'm trying to remember.
No.
That's
No.
adapted screenplay, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because it was
Oh,
based
yeah.
off a book.
Yeah.
I have a very hot take for the room. I did enjoy Complete Unknown, but I feel like Dune was the better performance from Timothy Chalamet.
That's not a hot take. That's an
Yeah.
everybody.
Oh, okay,
everyone
good.
take.
I
Everyone on the same
totally
page.
agree. I think Dune Part 2 is really great. If you judge it with the message in the books as well, like that message, which is be careful when following a charismatic leader, really shows especially with Timothy Chalamet's like performance, because Paul Atreides isn't exactly a good person per se. I mean, I don't want to spoil the next movie because
Yeah, don't do that.
I know exactly what's gonna happen, but let's just say he led the Fremen to some bad stuff. So
I do think that we are going to see the Timothy Chalamet sweep that. I know that's been kind of coming up, and that
Club
TV
Chalamet.
mentioned.
Club Chalamet.
They were at the Oscars, like a watch party, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me just say, I think Timothy Chalamet should have been nominated for Call Me by Your Name all the way back in 2017, but
That's
is
real.
just me.
That's fair.
That's just me.
Good take.
It is just you.
Peter, you have any thoughts?
You don't think he was good in Call Me by Your Name?
Well,
seen it.
I think Timothy should have won, not Adrian Brody. And speaking of Adrian Brody, his speech was so long. So long.
Okay, a couple things with that. First of all, yes, his speech was unbearable. I actually wanted Will Smith to go up there and smack him. When he told the music to stop playing, I was like, oh, somebody get him off the stage before I go over there
That was
myself.
messed
I
up.
thought it was kind of badass.
No, I didn't at
it was
all
cool.
remotely think that was cool. I thought it was really disrespectful of everybody else who cut off and actually left the stage. When
If
he
I was
was
there, I would
fair.
keep doing that. That's what I would do.
But I also think neither Adrian Brody nor Timothy should have won. I think it should have been Coleman Domingo and Sing Sing.
Really?
Best performance I've ever seen come out of that man, and it was an incredible movie.
Did Ray Fiennes get nominated for Best Lead Actor
Yes.
for Conclave?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think he's a viable winner. I don't know. How many of you guys have seen Conclave?
I have.
I
haven't.
haven't.
I think he gives an amazing performance in that movie. I think it did get a little bit snubbed. I also think it's interesting that Wicked won awards. I thought that it was weird that The Substance and Wicked had so many nominations and were so involved in the Oscars. But I am surprised, and I think it's all right that Wicked won a few. But I do think, I don't know, Nosferatu, I think it was up for production design and costumes, right?
Makeup.
Yeah.
And it
And costumes, yeah.
it was a good, I think Nosferatu did an excellent job, and I think that maybe Wicked, I don't know.
Two facts about Adrian Brody that I do want to mention is that his speech is the second longest Grammy speech given, but also on top of that, he is the first artist to have only 2 nominations and 2 wins go to him. which I know there's been a lot of talk about, especially the Brutos using AI, Adrian Brody, but I do think it is still good to give Adrian Brody his props because I think he does deliver some incredible performances.
Also, unsung performance, Rasta Man. Have you guys seen his Rasta
I've
Man?
not.
No,
What are you talking about right now?
I'm sorry.
Sam, that's
I've
funny you
only-
brought up Look At, since it won Best Costume Design. Paul Tazewell, who was is the first black man to win an award and taught at the
To win that award.
to win
not
that
an
award. He also taught at the Kent Fashion Seminar.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
He did.
He told me that.
His speech was
did
really
too.
nice. I did like, I mean, the costumes in Wicked were really good.
No, I agree.
Oh, I let out such a loud scream. I was so excited. Kieran Culkin won Best Supporting Actor for Real Pain.
Yes.
He was the one person I'm like, he better win it, or else I'm shutting the computer off.
I have not seen that movie yet.
It's on Hulu. Go watch it.
Is it on Hulu?
It's
Okay,
on
I'll go
Hulu.
check
It
it
is
out.
so good.
Can I just say, not all his roles are the same, and it's not just him playing himself. I think if you watch Roman Roy and then you watch that one, they're completely different characters. They just both have a similar slight energy in the way he talks and delivers lines. And I think that it takes away a lot from his performances if you're just like, oh, he's just playing himself over and over again.
Yeah.
He got a lot of criticism on his speech, and I don't know. I didn't get the hate.
It was
for
fine.
It was I think it was a cute
It's a
little
joke with his
segment.
wife he's been doing in multiple award seasons.
Yeah.
It was fine.
No, I'm very happy. It was an unexpected one, but I'm glad it happened.
I think Dune 2 should have won more.
Yeah,
I agree
for sure.
wholeheartedly.
It got visual effects, I think, right?
Yes, I agree with that because Dune 2 has really amazing visual effects, but I think it should win way more than just that. I think it also won like best sound, I think, or something like that.
There should have been more than that.
I think best sound should have gone to the substance because they really did really well with the sound design. Like if you hear the syringe in the movie, it's actually gun sounds, and like the sound is specifically designed to make you feel so disgusted, and you can feel it when you watch the movie.
Moment of silence for our Challenger snub, by the way. Best soundtrack truly should have gone to you.
Yeah, for real.
Well, all in all, whether you thought the Oscars this year was a success or not, you can't deny debating about films that were nominated isn't fun. But another debatable topic is shows, specifically sitcoms. Stay tuned because the cast will be debating which sitcom is the best.
Tonight, Andy and Vinny are settling a debate older than Michael Scott's love for That's What She Said jokes. Which famous TV sitcom is better, The Community or The Office? I have with me Vinny, who will be creating his case for The Office, and Andy, who thinks that Community is the superior show. So, let's start with Vinny. Why is The Office the greatest sitcom in sitcom history?
Okay, so The Office, in my opinion, the best show of all time. Has a lot of different elements to it that I feel like are absolutely spectacular. Specifically the humor, that's something we got to go off of. It balances a lot of crazy, wacky, quotable humor that I feel like you could see, for example, like Kevin's chili, Michael throwing the Dundee at the plasma screen TV. There's a lot of that, and it's really fun. Along with that too, it also implements a lot of humor that I feel like is something natural that a lot of people can relate to. Like Jim, for example, has a lot of weird stuff happen to him in the office that I feel like everyone has gone through, like having awkward conversations with a coworker, doing a bunch of other stuff like that. It's so cool. Michael Scott's also just an amazing character overall. His development is amazing. He essentially is an anti-hero, but he never really tries to be. He's always just this one person that wants to love everyone. He wants everyone to love each other, but it never works out. He does a terrible job at it, and that's what I love about it. Also, the drama itself in a show makes it feel a lot more real. I feel like The Office compared to something like Friends is way, way more elevated because the actual connections that they do make in The Office is amazing, especially Pam and Jim, all the other coworkers together. It's absolutely stunning to see everything play out. It's also got some of the best seasons of all time. I feel like season 1 of The Office, in my opinion, is the best season of all time. It's only 6 episodes, but every single episode is a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. You have the pilot, you have the basketball episode, you have diversity training. It's so fun. The writing's amazing, the acting's amazing, the entire show is amazing. I love it. It's 10 out of 10 show in my opinion, except for season 9, but we don't talk about season 9. Yeah, that's my case.
Well, that's a compelling argument. I do a little bit disagree that all of them are as good as you say. I think the first season moved a little bit slowly, but now it is going to be Andy's turn to set his case for Community.
Thanks, Joe. So I think the thing that I really like most about Community is the setting of the community college, and they play a lot with like archetypes of the characters. Like, for example, Troy. He's a jock, but like he doesn't go into like the stereotype of being just a jock. He's like a really kind-hearted person, and all of the characters are like that. Like Jeff Winger is a sleazy lawyer that screw over a lot of people because of how good at talking he is. I think the cast is like really good so far. Let's see. Well, we have Annie, who's a know-it-all that help people, but the reason they work well together for me is that like the group as a whole, the study group as a whole, is like really toxic together, despite them like presenting themselves as this amazing group at the community college, and like that's just hilarious to me. Also, what I like most about Community is the fact that the comedy comes from how wacky it could be. Like, they will go to the extreme just to make fun of something and like make something really fun. There was like a bottle episode about how bottle episode sucks, and that episode was great. They were stuck in the study room for like the entire episode because apparently someone stole Annie's pen, and that was really fun. There's also like D&D episode that goes really over the top. Those are really great as well. Another thing I like is the guest stars. They really brought in some really funny people like Jack Black, even some dramatic actor like Giancarlo Esposito. I think that's how you say his name, but he was really funny in Community, despite him being like always the villain. Like, yeah. And lastly, I have my personal reasons, and that's because like this show like got me through a lot of tough times. Whenever I feel sad, I just turn on this show, watch it till like the episode before the actual finale, because I don't want it to end, and I just rewatch from episode 1 till then, and I just keep doing that loop. Also, I'm excited for the movie that's coming out. It's been a while since they announced that, and apparently it's kind of in production hell right now, but I'm really excited. So yeah, that's my case.
Well, those were some good arguments. I will admit a little bit. I think that a lot of the personal reasons can be used for both shows, and you know that kind of goes with both shows. If you have a personal reason as to why you like the show or what this show has done for you, those can be used simultaneously. And the arguments were quite strong. I think you guys had a lot of knowledge on each show. You know, you listed off a ton of episodes and were able to reference things very, very well. With The Office, you have the cultural impact, the uniqueness of the show, and how it is a kind of new style. In Community, you have the relatability, especially right now as we are college students and we kind of experience a similar thing as to what they're going through. Maybe not to the same extent. Maybe we don't all have a study group with a 60-year-old man. But nonetheless, I think that these things are both relatable to us. And, you know, we have very notable characters like Michael Scott from The Office. We have Troy and Abed from Community. And it makes it a very tough choice. You know, you guys both had very unique arguments that can be applied only to your show. However, I am going to have to nominate Vinny as the winner.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh man, I mean, I love The Office. That's my show, man. That is my show. And there was a bunch of stuff that I wanted to mention, but my time was short. I wanted to make sure Andy had enough time to talk. Which, by the way, you did a great job.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good debate.
That was a really good debate. I enjoyed that a lot.
I really like that. I should probably just go see The Office now since I have never seen it.
I've only seen one episode of Community, and I do agree with you. The Office is like the show I go to if I'm ever like down and I need something to pick me up. Normally it's music, but if I need a show.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, guys. That was quite the debate. Now, let's get ready for the Blurb is Right, where the entire community of the Blurbcast will be testing their price tag estimations.
Here it comes from the KSTV studio, live on BSC. It is the Blurb is Right Celebrity Edition. We have some guys, showrunner Coleman Arthur here with a fresh cut and everything. Now, time to go over the rules. So, just like the Price is Right game itself, our contestants are going to have to guess a close MSRP of what the celebrity net worth is, just like in the Price is Right game, as of March of 2025. Each contestant will guess a price one by one up on the 4-wall. To earn a point, you have to guess as close to the correct net worth as possible without going above. So, if somebody guesses 450 million, for instance, and someone else guesses 510 million, and the answer is 500 million, the former guess would be the correct one because they did not go over and they were still the closest. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into our first batch. So once you guess, go to the back of the line, rinse and repeat, and may the right blurb win. So up first we have returning veteran Sam Thomas. Thank you. All right. All right. So the first celebrity you're gonna guess the net worth of is good old Chapel Roan.
Roan.
So how much of a net worth do you believe Chapel Roan has?
She's not that rich. They don't pay her well enough. I'm gonna guess 15 million. Final answer.
Final answer?
Yes.
So Chapel Roan's net worth is actually only 6 million.
Oh, I was right. She is poor.
Quite a take there. But no point for you. Back of the line, my friend. Yeah. All right, Andy. No. Okay, so for your celebrity, you have to guess the net worth of Harry Styles.
Ooh, whom's is that? Just kidding, I know.
I was about to
who he
say.
is.
How much of a net worth do you believe Harry Styles
I know he is a self-made celebrity because he got on Britain's Got Talent or something. Sorry. I want to say like 36 million.
You're gonna say 36 million.
Yes, I'm just taking a blind guess because I haven't listened to his music in a while, nor his acting.
Final thoughts?
In movies.
Final answer?
Tell you, let's say, how about this?
Because here's what I'll say. If you're within 20 million of the range for this one, you'll get the point.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna say 25 then. 25 million. That's my final answer.
25 million? Well, with that being said, you were quite low because Harry Styles' net worth is a whopping 120 million. If you would have guessed 100 million, you would have gotten it, but sadly you are low on the mark. Harry Styles is big.
Okay.
So, RIP on that guess, but hey, you may come back. Peter.
Hello.
All right, are you ready for yours?
I am.
You have to guess the skateboarding legend himself, Tony Hawk. Now what I'll say for this one is, as long as you're at or roughly 20 million or less below, you'll get the point. So how much of a net worth do you believe Tony Hawk has?
10 million?
Final answer?
Yep. I'm just gonna.
Final answer.
Final answer. I'm just gonna accept my defeat.
My friend, you all might be surprised actually, because believe it or not, Tony Hawk's net worth as of 2025 is a whopping 140 mil. I mean, think about all those guys. I mean, the remake of Tony Hawk 3+4 just came out, or just got announced. And plus, them games, they got a lot of success on their hands. 140 mil, Peter. Come on, y'all, I gotta step it up.
Woo! We're so back.
Rocco Grassi.
I have no concept of net worths, so this will be interesting. So let's just do it. Let's go.
All right, yours is frontman of Train himself, Patrick Monahan.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna say it's less than Tony Hawk for sure, so less than 140. I'm gonna say a little bit, but Train's been around for a minute. I would say, I'm gonna guess in the 120, 130 range as, I'm gonna say 115. Let's go 115, lock it in.
Final answer.
Yes.
Final answer.
Yeah. Is it more?
Final answer?
Yeah, final answer.
Pat's only got 14 million, bro.
Wow. I said I had no concept
shockingly
of it.
enough, Train is big, but only 14 million.
That's fair.
Is Train big?
Hey.
I mean, they got a lot of their hits. They just came out with greatest hits recently. Nick, are you ready for yours?
Not at all, but let's do this.
All right, well, you are going to guess the net worth of Kevin Cronin, former lead singer of REO Speedwagon.
Oh my God.
So you gotta guess how much of a net worth KC's got.
Homie, he's been around a while. He's got to be. I'm gonna go a little crazy here. I'm gonna say 150 mil.
150 mil. Final answer.
130 mil.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Kevin Cronin only has 10. Only has 10 million.
Okay, fine. Whatever. I think you're lying though.
I could lie because Kevin Cronin's one of my favorite singers. I could have lied and upcharged the heck out of him. Brian.
I'm getting canceled.
Okay. You have to guess the celebrity net worth of the one and only Steven Spielberg.
Oh God. SpongeBob fans are gonna hate me if I get this wrong.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a slight hint on this one. As long as you are within 500 million without going above, you're correct.
Okay.
Now think, Steven Spielberg, big director, been in the game for a minute.
Jaws, Jurassic Park, huge ones. The Fablemans.
The fact that it's got this SpongeBob on top of others, I'm gonna
That's
go.
Steven Hillenburg. That's Steven Hillenburg.
Oh, wrong Steven. I'm gonna go with 225 million. Final answer.
Final answer? Well, Mr. Steven Spielberg has a whopping 5.3 billion.
Oh God. I'm canceled.
Bud's been in the game for a minute. All right, Joe. Joe, you have to guess Robert Downey Jr.'s celebrity net worth.
Robert Downey Jr. I mean, he's an Iron Man. He's,
For this one, if you're within 30 million, you get it.
30 million? Okay. I'm going to say 210 million.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Ironically enough, you've been the closest so far because, believe it or not, Robert has 300 million.
Okay.
Robert Downey Jr. has 300 million.
I can live with that.
You can live with that. You can live with 300 million. I hope you can live with 300 million. I will say these are some decent guesses from what I'm giving y'all. All right, Laz, you have to guess Lady Gaga's.
Oh, okay. I'm about to out myself as a fake gay.
Now with this one, if you're within 30 million, you get it.
You know what? For the memes, I'll say 69 million.
Final answer?
Yeah, I'm not.
Lady Gaga.
Okay, now I feel like I'm being pressured, but they always told me in school, don't second guess yourself.
No pressure.
I don't. If I second guess myself, I'll hate it. I'll hate myself for the rest of my life.
All right, I'm taking that as your final answer.
It's my final answer.
Lady Gaga's is 300 million.
Yeah, I saw that one coming.
There, bud.
Is this where I stand?
Your net worth could be 300 million someday.
Is this where I stand? Okay.
All right, Vinny. You get to guess Steph Curry's.
Oh,
net worth.
okay. You know, big NBA player.
Oh, from that Peacock show.
Why do I feel like it's way higher than it actually might be? Okay, I'm gonna do a safe guess here. Go 553 million.
Final answer?
Yes.
240 million.
Dang it.
Dang, I'm surprised not a single one of you got it so far. All right, for the last count. All right, you guessed Sammy Hagar from Eddie Van Halen.
I've heard of him before. Of Eddie Van Halen fame. I don't know, 30 million. Final guess, final answer.
Your answer is 150 million.
Wow. Awesome.
First from Eddie Van Halen, what can I say?
Yeah, what can you say? It's a band, right? That's a band.
I mean, well, Sammy Hagar's now his own band, but
Okay, wait, is
he
Eddie Van
came from
Halen a
Eddie
guy
Van
or a
Halen.
band?
But hey, I mean, you guys gave it your best shots, and hey, I mean, the winner of this, I guess, would technically go to Nick because he got the closest, despite being. Oh, it was Joe. My bad. Joe got closest. So Joe, a winner's you. But guys, that's all the time we have from the Blurb tonight for you. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel at the BSC The Blurb to see more of our beautiful faces and to get more of that celebrity by tuning back in next Tuesday at 8 p.m. for more Hollywood at Kent. From our studio to your couch, my name is Coleman Arthur. Have a great night, Portage County.